Oh my God, I'm freezing.
So cold.
I can barely sit here, you guys. I'm so cold. My hands are numb. Good morning, yogis. Welcome to yoga class today. I'm here with my fabulous friend, Angie. And today we're going to work on hips today. This is a warm flow, or actually this is a flow in yin. So it's not very warm here though. But that's okay. So let's just go ahead, close our eyes, come into our breath. So we could compress the back of our throat to create that ujjayi sound. And let's begin a 3-part breath where we inhale in through the chest, in through the side ribs, and then deep into the belly. Exhale, contract the belly, contract the side ribs, contract your chest. Inhale, lift through the chest, breathe in through the side ribs, breathe in through the belly. Exhale, contract the belly, contract the side ribs, contract the chest. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Let's bring our chin into our chest and then draw it all the way over to the right side of the room towards your right shoulder. Take your left hand, press it down towards the floor, so flex the left hand. Take your right hand, put it on your head as a weight, and gently pull your head to the right side of the room. So keep flexing the left hand, pushing the heel of the left hand down towards the floor. It will help intensify the stretch. And then release, draw your chin back into the chest, and then bring your left ear to the left shoulder. Take the left hand onto the head, flex the right heel of the hand down towards the floor. Stretch through the neck. And then gently, you can release your hands. Find the cervical spine twist, so bringing your right ear to the right shoulder, draw it into the chest, left ear, left shoulder. And then moving on your own breath. When you're ready, you can lift the chin all the way up towards the sky. Do a full circle. Change directions. Other way, lift the chin all the way up and over. And then put your hands onto your knees. Inhale, lift through the chest. Find a cow face with the spine. Exhale, round the spine, tuck the tailbone under, bring your chin into your chest. Inhale, cow face. Exhale, round the spine. Inhale, cow face. Exhale, cat. Inhale, cow. Exhale, cat. Inhale, cow. Hold it here. So we're going to move into camel rider, where we do the same move. It's just a little bit faster. So it kind of looks like we're riding a camel. So exhale, cat posture. Inhale, cow. Exhale, cat. Inhale, cow. Exhale, cat. Inhale, cow. Exhale, cat. Inhale, cow. Exhale, cat. Cow. Cat. Cow. Cat. Cow. Cat. Cow. Cat. Cow. We've got 5, 4, 3, 2, last one. Whew. And then let's go ahead, bring your arms all the way out and up overhead. Find the twist, draw your left hand to the right knee, and gaze over the right shoulder. Inhale, lift your arms back up towards the sky. Exhale, twist other direction. And then let's come into a child's pose. So we can bring our arms all the way out in front of us, swing our legs back, bring your knees mat distance apart, feet together, drop your hips down to your heels, stretch your arms long. Tent up high on your fingertips, walk your fingers as far as you can towards the front of the mat. And then gently walk your hands all the way up and over to the right side of the mat. So bring your left hand on top of the right. Breathe into the left side ribs. Then walk your hands all the way up and over to the left side of the mat. Put your right hand on top of the left. And then gently walk your hands back towards the center. Modified lion. So come up high onto your knees, shift the weight forward, drop your hips, lift your feet. Shine your heart up towards the sky as you gaze up and roll your shoulders down away from the ears. Exhale, child's pose. Glide your hips back to your heels. Inhale, modified lion. Shift the hips forward and down, lift through your heart. Exhale, child's pose. Inhale, modified lion. Coming forward, lift through your heart. Windshield wiper the legs left and right. Gazing over the right and the left shoulders. And then come into a tabletop position. So shift all the way up onto your knees. Put your wrists directly underneath your shoulders, knees underneath your hips. Inhale, cow face. Lift through your heart. Exhale, cat posture. Inhale, cow face. Exhale, cat. Inhale, cow. Look over your right shoulder. Stretch through the quadratus lumborum. Find your right heel. Inhale, back to the center. Exhale, twist. Look over the left shoulder. Inhale, back into the center. Lift your right arm up towards the ceiling. Exhale, thread it through. Take your left hand, push the mat away from you. Gently bring the left hand back in. Inhale, lift your right arm up towards the sky. Exhale, drop it down. Inhale, lift left arm goes high. Exhale, thread it through. Take your right hand, push the mat away from you. Bring the right hand back in. Inhale, lift. Your left hand goes high. Exhale, drop it back down towards the floor. Curl your toes under, find your downward facing dog. Lift your hips up off the floor, create the inverted letter V, pedal the feet out, left and right. Stretch out through the whole back side of the body. Let's come up high on our toes and drop your heels all the way to the right side of the mat, creating little Egyptian feet. So press the right hand down into the mat, lift your hips a little taller. Whew. And then come back into your toes and then drop your heels off to the other side of the mat. Inhale, come up high on the toes. Walk your feet one step at a time towards the top of the mat. So go slow, Take your time to feel all of your edges and the different positions. You could come up high in your fingertips if you need to. And when you get all the way to the top, you can put your hands on your elbows. Let your head hang heavy. Sway your arms side to side. Inhale, half lift, flat back. Exhale, fold down towards the floor. Inhale, root to rise. Bring your arms all the way out and up overhead. Gaze up. Exhale, hands into heart center. Inhale, lift, arms out and up overhead. Exhale, swan dive down towards the floor. Inhale, half lift. Exhale, fold, plant your hands, walk back, plank position. Drop down to knees, chin and chest. 8-point salute. Bring your biceps into your side ribs. Slither all the way down to your belly. Squeeze your inner thighs, inner ankles tight together. Inhale, peel your chest up off the mat. Exhale, lower down, curl the toes under, push back into tabletop. Exhale, downward facing dog. Let's come up high on the toes, bend the knees, look between the hands, walk or jump to the top of the mat, forward fold. Inhale, half lift, flat back. Shift the weight into the toes to bring the hips over the ankles. Exhale, fold. Inhale, root to rise, bring the arms all the way out and up overhead. Exhale, bring your hands into heart center. Take a moment, close your eyes. If you have an intention for your practice, you could go ahead and set it now. Breathe in everything that you'd like to invite into your life. And exhale anything that you'd like to let go of. Inhale, bring your arms out and up overhead. Gaze up. Exhale, swan dive down towards the floor. Inhale, half lift, flat back. Exhale, fold. Step your left foot back on Janayasana. Drop the left knee down onto the floor. Inhale, lift your arms up towards the sky. Push your hips forward and down. Lift your heart up and back. Drop your right hand to the right side of the mat and reach your left arm all the way up and over. You can use a block if you need to. And then inhale back up towards the sky. Exhale, half split. Release your hands down to the floor. Shift back, straighten the right leg. Find the flat back. Inhale. Exhale, fold over the right leg. Shift it forward. Curl the left toes under. Lift the left knee up off the floor. Step it to the top of the mat. Forward fold. Inhale, half lift, flat back. Exhale, fold. Step the right foot back this time. Drop the right knee all the way down onto the floor. Inhale, lift, arms go high to the sky. Make sure that the knee is behind the ankle. If it isn't, you need just to take a wider stance. Toe heel the left toe towards the front of the room. So lift your heart up and back, drop your shoulders down, press your hips forward and down as well. Take your left hand down to the floor, reach your right arm all the way up and over. You should feel it in your IT band, or actually in your hip flexor. And then reach both hands down to the floor, straighten the left leg, flex the left toes, lifting them up towards the sky. Inhale, lift through your heart, exhale, fold over your left leg. Press your left heel down into the floor. Imagine you're squeezing your legs together like scissors, so you're squeezing your right knee and your left foot together. Begin to shift it forward, curl the right toes under, lift the right knee up off the mat, step it to the top of the room. Forward fold, let it hang heavy. Inhale, half lift, flat back. Exhale, fold. Inhale, root to rise, bring the arms all the way out and up overhead. Let's go all the way down towards the floor, swan dive down towards the ground. Inhale, half lift. There's all these little fishes jumping out here. Exhale down, step it back. Find your plank position. Exhale, knees, chin, and chest, or you can lower down to low plank if you would like. So we got knees, chin, and chest. Slither down to your belly. Inhale, lift, baby cobra. Exhale, come on down, curl your toes under, find your downward facing dog. Lift the right leg up, bend the knee, peel the hip open, and begin to find some circles with the knee. So draw it down, up, and around, and then feel free to change directions, reaching the knee all the way up and back. Drop your foot down to the floor. Inhale, lift, the left leg goes high. Bend the knee, peel the hip open. Find some knee circles. Let's change directions, other way. And then let's find our downward facing dog. Inhale, lift your right leg up towards the sky. Exhale, knee to nose, cheetah pose. We've got 3. Inhale, lift it up. Exhale, knee to nose, cheetah pose. Inhale, lift it up. Last one, knee to nose, cheetah pose. Step your foot between the hand. Revolve side angle. So plant the left hand down. Inhale, lift your right arm up towards the sky. Let's drop our right hand to the inside of the right foot. Drop your left heel down onto the mat. Inhale, lift your left arm up towards the sky. Side angle. Release both hands down to the floor. Come up high on your back, left tippy toes. Hop the left foot forward just a little bit for pyramid position. So inhale, lift through the chest. Exhale, fold over the leg. Find your half lift. Inhale. Plant your left hand down onto the floor. Inhale, lift the right arm up towards the sky. Pull the right hip back as you shift the weight forward into the right leg. Square off your hips. Wow, it's beautiful out. Gaze down at the floor. Shift your left hand forward a little bit. Lift the left foot up off the mat. Find your revolved half moon. Kick the left heel towards the back of the room. Flex the foot. Spread the toes wide. If you want to add a challenge, go ahead, gaze off to the side. It is really trippy for me to look at the water moving. Definitely wants to challenge your balance. Drop your hands down to the floor, standing splits. So we can do the balance challenge where we bring one hand behind the calf. Maybe bring the second hand behind the calf as well. So it's up to you if you want to try. And then gently lower the left foot down to the mat. Let's step it back and take a flow. Inhale, plank. Exhale, chaturanga. Inhale, upward facing dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Hips high to the sky. Inhale, lift your left leg high. 3 cheetahs. Exhale, knee to nose, cheetah pose. Inhale, lift it up. Exhale, knee to nose, cheetah pose. Inhale, lift it up. Exhale, knee to nose, cheetah pose. Step the foot between the hands. Lift the left hand up towards the sky. Revolved side angle. So open through your heart as you stretch your arms in opposition. Find your inner smile. Drop the left hand down to the inside of the left foot and drop your right heel down to the floor. Inhale, lift your right hand all the way up towards the sky. Release your hands down to frame the front foot. Come up high on your right tippy toes. Lean forward, hop the right foot forward a little bit so your feet are about 2.5 to 3 feet apart for pyramid pose. Inhale, lift through your chest. Exhale, fold over the front left leg. Plant your right hand down. Inhale, lift the left arm up, revolve pyramid. Gaze down at the floor, soften the left knee, revolved half moon. So begin to shift into the left leg. Push your right hand towards the top of the mat. Lift the right leg up, flex the foot, Spread the heels or spread the toes wide. So you can look at the floor or at the side of the room. Open up through the chest. Press your big toe down into the floor. And then release both hands down to the ground, standing splits. If you want to do the balance challenge, maybe you take your left hand behind the left calf. Maybe the right hand meets it. Bend your elbows, draw your chest close to the thighs. Release your hands down to the floor, soften the left knee, step it back, runner's lunge, and step the foot back. Let's take a flow. So inhale, plank, exhale, knees, chin, and chest, or low plank. Take your pick. Inhale, baby cobra, or you can do the upward facing dog with just the tops of the feet in the hands. Exhale, downward facing dog. So take your pick. You can do your vinyasas however you like. You can also just skip them. Inhale, lift your right leg up towards the sky. Exhale, step it between the hands. Warrior one. Drop the left heel down onto the floor. Inhale, lift your arms up towards the sky. So spiral the left hip down or inwards. Pull the right hip back. Let's go ahead and open up to warrior two. So you can lift your left foot up. Find your heel to heel alignment or your heel to arch alignment. Push your right knee back towards the pinky edge of the toe as you stretch your arms in opposition. Gaze down your middle finger. Lift your right hand up towards the sky and then find your reverse warrior. Reach your right arm all the way up and over as you drop your left hand down the leg. Gaze under your bicep. Exhale, side angle. Draw your elbow into the knee. Knee into the elbow as you extend the left arm, palm face down towards the front of the room. Inhale, reverse triangle. Straighten your right leg, reach your right arm all the way up and overhead. And then bring your arms parallel to the floor, preparing for triangle. Tip your left hip to the back of the room as you reach your right hand towards the front, and then drop your hand down to the shin or to the outside of your leg. So you could place it down onto the outside of your ankle. Lift your left hand up tall towards the sky. Shorten your left side ribs as you lengthen through the right. Stretch through the inside of the right leg, feeling that stretch in the hamstrings, the inner growing. Gaze down at the floor. Prepare for half moon. So bend the right knee a lot. Go ahead, hop it forward. Put your right hand about a foot in front of the right foot and 3 inches off to the right. Lift your left foot up off the mat. Flex the foot, spread the toes wide. You can look down at the floor, find a spot for your drishti or your gaze. If you want to add your challenge, you could always look to the side of the room and up towards the sky if you want to really challenge yourself. So open through the heart. Stack the left shoulder on top of the right, left hip on top of the right. Whew. And then with control, soften the right knee, come back, warrior two position. That is trippy when you are out up here and on the water and the wind. Woo! Inhale, lift it up, stay here. Pivot your right foot in to the side of the room. So you bring your toes in, heels go out. Find the wide leg fold, draw swan dive, your arms all the way down towards the floor. Coming into a wide leg forward fold. Walk your hands towards the back of the room. Let your head hang heavy down towards the floor. Shift the weight into your toes, bringing your hips directly over your ankles. Inhale, half lift. Plant your left hand down onto the floor. Inhale, lift your right arm up towards the sky. You have the option to bind the right hand behind the back body. Maybe you take your left hand to the right ankle, bring your forehead to your knee. It's just an option. Come back into center, plant your right hand down. Inhale, lift, left arm goes up towards the sky. Option to find the bind. Your left hand reaches to find the right hip crease. Take your right hand to the left ankle, bring your forehead to your knee. And then release your hands down to the floor. Walk your hands all the way up towards the top of the mat. Bring your hands on the inside of the right foot. And then hop it forward, Malasana squat. Drop your hips all the way down to the heels. Lift through your heart. Press your hands together and use your elbows to press the knees open wide. So find a long giraffe neck with your spine as you reach the crown of the head up tall towards the sky. Take your right hand to the right corner of the mat. Inhale, lift your left arm up towards the sky. Find the twist. Now you have an option to stay here, or if you want to, wrap the left arm behind the back body. Take your right thumb, point it down towards the floor, and then bend the right elbow. Maybe you find the bind. So it's optional. You don't have to go there, just if you want to add a little extra stretch through your shoulders. Release your hands back into that Malasana squat. Take your left hand to the left corner of the mat. Inhale, lift your right arm up towards the sky. Reach your right arm behind the back body. Take your left thumb, point it down towards the floor. Find your bind. Roll your right shoulder open. And then come back into a Malasana squat. Let's go ahead, release your hands down to the floor, find your forward fold. Spin the toes or heels in. Inhale, half lift, flat back. Exhale, fold. Inhale, root to rise, bring your arms all the way out and up overhead. Exhale, prayer through you, straight down to the floor. Let's find our flow. Find a half lift, inhale. Exhale, fold, step it back, plank position. Inhale, exhale, low plank. Inhale, baby cobra, or upward facing dog. Exhale, downward facing dog, hips high to the sky. Inhale, lift your left leg up. Exhale, step it between the hands, warrior one. Drop your right heel down onto the floor. Inhale, lift. Raise your torso up. Spiral the right hip in as you pull the left hip back, squaring off your hips to the front of the room. Lift through the arch of the right foot so that we don't roll into the ankle. As we relax our shoulders down away from the ears. Open it up for warrior two. Hop the right foot back just a little bit. Bring your feet into a heel-to-heel alignment or heel-to-arch alignment. Melt into the left leg, bringing your thigh parallel to the floor one day. Make sure the knee is behind the ankle. If it's not, toe heel the left toe to the front of the room as you push the knee back towards the pinky edge of the toe. Take your left hand, palm face up, reverse warrior. Fan out your left side ribs and shoot your fingertips all the way to the back corner of the mat where the ceiling and the wall meet. Or for us, just to the sky, high to the sky. Exhale, side angle. Bring your left elbow onto the left knee and extend the right arm all the way up and overhead. Gaze under the right bicep. Inhale, reverse triangle. Straighten the left leg. Reach your left arm all the way up and overhead. Bring your arms parallel to the floor. Tip your right hip back. Reach the left arm all the way to the front of the room. Drop your left hand down to the shin or to the outside of the ankle as you reach your right hand to the sky. Draw your chin to your shoulder as you gaze at the back of the right hand as you knit the right rib into the left. Elongate the left side of the waist. Breathe. Gaze down at the floor. Prepare for half moon. So bend the knee a lot. Reach your left hand toward the front of the room. Hop the right foot up. Flex the right foot, spread the toes as you roll the right hip open, stacking your right shoulder on top of the left. Open the heart out to the side. You can adjust your drishti or your gaze. Hey Angie, look at the water. The water's just moving, so it makes it really hard to balance. Then when you're ready, soften the left knee, step back into warrior two, cartwheel your arms open. We'll straighten the left leg, pivot your toes in. Toes in, heels out, and then take your hands behind the back body. Inhale, lift through your chest, find a little bit of a back bend. Exhale, hinge at the hips, fold. Reach your arms all the way up and overhead. Gently release your hands down to the floor. Let's pivot the heels in this time. Find our goddess squat. So bend through the knees. We could roll up one vertebrae at a time. Bring your arms all the way out and up overhead. And then exhale, bring them into heart center. We could sway side to side, just finding some gentle movement. Inhale, bring your arms out and up overhead. Exhale, squat down. Inhale, lift. Exhale, find the squat. Inhale, lift. Exhale, squat. Let's take our right hand all the way up and over. You'll drop your right hand down, reach your left arm up and over. Find the side bend. Look under the left bicep up towards the sky. Cartwheel your arms up and over. Reach your right arm up towards the sky. You can rest your left forearm onto the left thigh if you need to. Let's do that once again. Drop your right forearm to the left inner thigh, or right forearm to the right thigh. So you look up over the left bicep. Side bend to the left side of the room. Stay low. And then reach both hands up towards the sky. Exhale, hands in the heart center. Inhale, straighten your legs, arms up overhead. Exhale, bend, hands in the heart center. Then you got two more. Inhale, arms up overhead. Exhale, bend. Inhale, arms up overhead. Exhale, bend. Lower your hands to the floor. You can spin the heels out. Walk your hands to the top of the mat. And then we'll start to lean forward, hop the right foot to the top. Malasana squat. Bring your hands in the heart center. Push your elbows into the knees. Knees into the elbows as we find the nice tall spine. Let's take our hands to the floor, spin the heels in, find a half lift. So find the flat back. Exhale, draw the heels back in as we drop back down into a Malasana squat. So we can leave our hands down on the floor. We're going to start to do those faster. Inhale, find the half lift, spin the heels out. Exhale, drop it down. Let's do 10 of those. Inhale, lift. Exhale, down. 10. Inhale, lift. Drop it down. 9. Inhale, lift. Drop it down. 8. Inhale, lift. 7. Inhale, lift. 6. Inhale, lift. 5. Inhale, lift. 4. Inhale, lift. 3. Inhale, lift. 2. Inhale, lift. 1. Whoo! Yeah, baby. Let's go ahead, bring our knees to touch, coming into a toes pose. So if your feet are closer together, bring your hands in the heart center. See if you can push up into a chair pose. Drop your heels, lift your hands up. So keep your hands in a prayer cross, just the thumbs. Take your left elbow to the outside of the right knee. Look over the right shoulder. Inhale back into Thunderbolt chair. Exhale, twist right elbow to the outside of the left knee. Inhale, lift. Let's do one more. Exhale, twist. Left elbow to the outside of the right knee. Inhale, lift, Thunderbolt chair. Exhale, right elbow to the outside of the left knee. Inhale, lift, arms up to the sky. Exhale, swan dive down to the floor. Whew. I know. Shake the legs just a little bit. This will be one of those no mercy ones. Inhale, come back into your chair pose. So come up high on the tippy toes. Draw the arms down and back. Lift through your chest. Inhale, drop the heels, lift the arms up. Exhale, come up high on the heels, draw the arms down and back. Inhale, lift, drop your heels. Exhale, draw the arms down and back. Inhale, lift, drop the heels, arms reach up. Exhale, hands down and back. Come up high in the heels. Whew. Inhale, lift, chair pose. And then swan dive down to the floor. Let's step it back, take a flow. Inhale, half lift. Exhale, fold. Find your plank. Yeah, let's just go for it. Knees, chin, and chest, or you could do your low plank. Take your pick, slither to your belly. Let's stay down since we're down on the belly. Bring your arms towards the front of the room. Inhale, lift your feet and your hands up off the floor, locust position. So look up in order to go up. Let's start to swim our hands and our feet. So alternate your hands, right and left leg. We've got 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Bring your left ear to the mat, look to the right. You could extend your hands to the back of the room. Bring your chin back to the mat. Inhale, lift your arms back to the front of the room. Let's do one more set. Take a breath. And then inhale, peel your chest up off the floor. Peel your legs and begin to swim your arms and your legs. We've got 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Bring your right ear to the mat, look to the left. Extend your arms to the back of the room, palm face up. Bring your chin back to the mat. Curl your toes under, push up. Come to all fours, swing your legs out front. Let's find our boat posture. So bring your shins parallel to the floor. Lift your arms up. Come to a low boat, so slowly lower down with control. Extend your feet to the front of the room, hover them off the floor. Inhale, lift, find your high boat. Exhale, low boat. Inhale, lift, high boat. Exhale, low boat. Inhale, lift, high boat. Take your hands, come all the way down into a low boat. Lift your right leg up towards the sky. Take your hands into, interlace all 10 fingers and release the index finger. Reach your arms to the outside of the right leg actually. And let's go ahead and pulse it up for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Go ahead, change legs. Reach your arms to the left leg. Outside of the left leg, go ahead, pulse for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Let's do it again. To the outside of the right, we've got 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Change legs. To the outside of the left for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Lower your feet down to the floor. Bring your hands behind the back of the head. You can bring your elbows a little bit closer in towards the center. Inhale, peel the chest up off the floor. Release your hands and reach all the way in between your legs. So actually exhale as we reach up and inhale on the way down. So exhale, come on up. Reach between the legs and slowly lower down. Exhale up, reach between the legs, inhale down. Exhale up, reach between the legs, inhale down. Exhale up, reach between the legs and down. Exhale up, reach between the legs and down. We've got 5, reach and inhale down. 4, reach, inhale down. 3, reach, inhale down. 2, reach, inhale down. Last one. And all the way down to the floor. Bring your knees into your chest. Give yourselves a big hug. Thank yourselves for all your hard work. And then we can roll over to one side of the mat. We could rock up maybe. Let's move into a frog position. So I'm going to stagger our mats a little bit. I'll move back. Okay. So we can face the water. Okay, so let's bring our knees wide. Actually, I'm going to move back here. Otherwise, I'll be in the water. So move your knees wide. Flex your feet so that the ankles are directly below the knees. And then walk your hands forward. So you can stay up high if you'd like. You could drop all the way down to the floor. If you want to go further, you can let your head hang heavy. So we've moved into the YIN portion of class. The YIN is the more feminine version of yoga. It's where we find a pose, we hold it for a period of time, relax into the stillness. So we come into the posture at about 80%. So we don't want to be feeling pain or anything like that, but we do want to feel sensation. So in a yang class, we're working more of our muscles, and in a yin class, we are working more the ligaments, joints, tendons, fascia tissue. We get to soften into gravity, letting gravity do a lot of the work for us. Yielding. So then slowly come on out of it. We could bring our feet to touch. Begin to walk up onto your hands. Whew. Slowly bring your knees together. I know, let's find our downward facing dog. We could pedal it out just a couple of times. Press the floor away from you. Inhale, lift right leg, inhale, lift your left leg up. Find your pigeon on the left side. Bring your left knee all the way to the outside of the left hand. Lift up through your chest. You can check over the right leg and make sure your leg is directly behind you. Inhale, lift through the chest. Exhale, melt down to the floor. Rest onto your forearms. And let's begin to walk our hands up. We can find our downward facing dog, counter pose, pedal the feet out, left and right. Feels good. Inhale, lift, right leg goes high. Bring the right knee to the outside of the right wrist. Lift through the chest. Exhale down. Relaxing your head onto your forearms. Then we'll gently come on up. Let's find a wide leg fold. So we could swing your left leg out to the front. And then we'll open up to the water or to the side of the room, bringing one heel down onto the floor, other heel down on the ground. Find a nice tall spine as you lift through the chest. If you have blocks or a pillow or anything that you'd like to lay on, go ahead and do so. And then walk your hands forward. Soften through the breath. Breathe into all the places that you feel the sensation. Relax. All is well. And then we'll gently come on up. Oh, lean back. You can bring your legs together. Shake it out. Oh. Yeah, so you could go ahead, shake it out. And then let's bring our legs all the way to the front of the room. So Paschimottanasana. Lift through your arms up towards the sky. And then exhale, fold over your legs. If you have blocks, you could rest on 2 blocks. Otherwise, just do what you can. If you have pillows, you can also rest on pillows if you're at your house and near your living room. But just find the softness in the back side of the body. And then we can gently come on up. Let's roll all the way onto our backs. We'll finish it up with a supine twist and then our final savasana. So bring your knees into your chest, give it a little hug. If you want to come into a happy baby, just a little counter pose, go for it. You can straighten one leg. Maybe you want to straighten the other. Let's bring your feet down to the floor. Lift your hips up and swing them to the right side of the mat. Drop your knees off to the left side of the mat. You could cactus your arms. If you want a little bit more, you could always eagle the right leg over the left. So you can decide how much you need and just relax. Let's slowly come back up to the center. Lift your hips. You could windshield wiper the legs left and right, just neutralizing the spine. And then lift your hips up, swing them off to the left side of the mat. Drop your knees off to the right. If you want more, you can eagle the legs. Otherwise, just stay in the supine twist. And then we'll slowly come back to the center. You can windshield wiper the legs one last time and just prepare for your final Savasana, palm face up. You can extend the legs, relax down into the mat, all as well. Feel the ground supporting you. Relax your face, your eyebrows. Relax the tongue off the roof of the mouth. Relax your shoulders, your hips. Let's begin to wake up the body. You can feel sensation in your fingers and your toes. Maybe you flex your hands back, flex the toes. Make a fist as you point your feet, rolling the wrists, rolling the ankles. Inhale, reach your arms all the way up overhead, point your toes. Exhale, bring your knees into your chest, give yourselves a big hug. Thank yourselves for all your hard work. Roll over to the left side of the mat. Rest on your left bicep for just a moment. And then slowly push yourself up into a cross-legged position. We'll finish it off with a metta, loving kindness meditation. So keep your eyes closed. So find someone that you love in your life. So this is usually the easiest one. So find somebody that you love very much in your life and go ahead and send love to this person. Send love and kindness to this person actively. So feel your body energetically shooting love out from your heart and into theirs. Now let's find a family member. So somebody in your family They probably need some love and kindness. So let's go ahead, envision that person, find the love and the kindness in our heart and send it out to them. Now let's go ahead and find a friend. So find somebody dear to you. Mentally vision them in your mind. Imagine you're scooping up love from your heart and you're energetically sending it out to your friend. Now let's find just a random person. Think of any random person that you've run into. Go ahead, send love and kindness to this person. And then let's find somebody that might be a nemesis or somebody that we have a hard time with. Let's go ahead and fill our hearts up with love and then send a love to this person. How can we find compassion? And then let's go ahead, one more inhale, and let's send love out to the world for all the people suffering with the coronavirus or fear, or maybe their jobs have been impacted. So just send love and kindness out to the world. That's how we're going to help heal the world. And then we could go ahead, open up our eyes, bring our hands in the heart center. Thank you so much for coming and doing yoga today. You guys are awesome. I hope to see you on the mat next time. Sending you all much love and light. Namaste. Oh my God, I'm freezing.
So cold.
I can barely sit here, you guys. I'm so cold. My hands are numb.